Hey friends, welcome back to Rolling with the Richard. I am so excited that you're here because today we are going to be decorating my front porch for July 4th and Labor Day. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys inside for just a couple minutes to show you how I enhanced the wreath that you see behind me. They actually came as a very plain white wooden wreath with just the eucalyptus and the bow on them, and I added the flowers. So I wanted to show you how I was able to do that and what my thought process was.
Okay, so here is the beautiful wreath that we're going to be using today. I actually have two of these and I've had them for over a year. And this is just a perfect example, guys, of how you can repurpose something that you already have in your home for various seasons. And I am going to have a couple similar wreaths linked below in case you would like to recreate this project. Since I am going for a very Americana and patriotic vibe today, I decided to use floral picks that are the color of the flag, red, white, and blue. The picks I'm using are actually from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 a bunch, and each bunch had about 3 or 4 flowers on them. And I'm going to be using 6 floral picks per wreath and lining them up so that we don't have 2 of the same colors next to each other. And there wasn't really much of a special technique that I used here. I just used the wiring on the stem of each pick and wrapped it around the eucalyptus leaf or on the wooden part of the garland. My goal here was to make sure that the flowers looked pretty symmetrical, so I'm adding 3 more flowers to the bottom of the wreath for a more balanced look. And this is how it came out. Let's head outside now to decorate my front porch. I apologize in advance for the cicadas in the background.
I'm going to get started by blowing off the leaves off my front porch because it's gotten so dusty over the last couple of weeks and it looks pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a couple minutes to take care of that, and then we'll get started with the decorating. So now that I've got the front porch looking nice and clean, the next thing that I'm going to do is hang my wreaths. Because I have double doors, I will be hanging 2 of these. And this is just my doctored up wreath that I showed you earlier. I actually did purchase ribbon to change this out to a red, white, and blue ribbon, but at the last minute I decided not to do that because I like how this black and white will actually tie in with the color of my door, and I just love how it adds a little bit of complexity and maybe just even a little bit of texture to this wreath overall. So we will keep this ribbon and hang this as is. So next I have these 2 topiary balls. They are meant to be like hanging topiary balls, but I actually just sit them in my planters. And so I'm going to do that next. I've got 2 black planters on the left and right side of my doors. And I'm just going to spruce them up with some floral picks in the colors of red, white, and blue to match the July 4th and Labor Day theme. These are the floral picks I'll be using today. They are from Hobby Lobby and they actually each came in its own bunch. So the various colors came individually and then I just cut the stems to make them into individual picks. The next thing that I'm going to do is lay my patriotic mat, and this one I got from the at-home store. I thought it was beautiful. I love the shape of it and I love how the colors come together to all tie in for that beautiful patriotic theme. Next, I have 2 of these July 4th decorations that I got at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to go ahead and place them at the front of my planter. I felt like it was a little plain and I wanted something to just give it a little bit of an enhanced look, and I think this will certainly do the trick. And this is how the decorations are looking on the planters, and I absolutely love them. If you have not visited the Dollar Tree on a seasonal basis, you're definitely missing out on some goodies and some great deals. I found this Bunting here at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I'm going to incorporate this into my design. The front of our house has two very beautiful pillars, which I seldom accentuate except for around Christmas time. And I figured this would be the perfect accessory to dress up those pillars this time around. So let's do that next.
I'll be using some double-sided tape to stick the buntons onto the columns to prevent any staining or damage.
Friends, I'm so excited because today's project is coming out so much better than I even imagined. Anytime I get ready to do a new project, I kind of plan it in my head and I kind of have a general idea of what I want things to look like as far as the finished product is concerned. But in this case, I made a couple tweaks and it just came out beautiful, and I'm so excited to share the final look with you. The last thing that I'm going to do, just to make this as patriotic as I possibly can, is to add a few mini flags to line our walkway. And I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'll show them to you. They come in a pack of 3 and they are only $1.25. So again, guys, don't snooze on the Dollar Tree. There are some excellent finds. Not everything is high quality, I get it, but for a very short-term project like this works perfectly for me.
Here is the finished product, friends. I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I have.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Also, remember to hit that notification bell so you will always be notified when I post a new video. I will do my very best to link as many of the items that you saw used in the project to date. So if you choose to recreate that yourself, that you could certainly do it. Generally, new videos are released on this channel every Monday and Thursdays. However, the exception to that is the summertime when my kids are home and I'm trying to spend as much time as possible with them. As a family, we also love to travel, and so it's really hard to maintain consistency throughout the summertime. But rest assured, friends, regular scheduled videos will be returning in the fall and throughout next summer. So stay tuned. There will be sporadic videos coming out through the summer, just not every single Monday and Thursday like I usually do. Anyway, I hope everyone's having an amazing summer so far. I hope you do take the time to beautify your home for various holidays. It really just changes and enhances the mood for everyone when there's a little bit of decorations to kind of lift you up on a daily basis. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay blessed.